everyone. My name is Haley Metzger. I'm currently a senior at Indiana State University studying applied medicine with minors in psychology and massage therapy. So, for my mock interview, I met with Dustin Bryant from the Career Center at Indiana State University. We met via Zoom on Thursday, October 21st. The specific mock interview was for occupational therapy graduate school, so entrance to an OT grad school program. It was fitting considering I'm a senior this year, so I'm in the process of applying to grad schools right now. So this is something that I will be dealing with over the next several months, and I really enjoyed the opportunity to get to practice in more of a hands-on setting than I usually would. I thought overall the whole process was super beneficial. So going into the interview, I felt a little nervous. I am the kind of person who gets nervous before interviews, no matter how many I've had. It's just, I'm always nervous for them. I'm not sure why. But overall, I think it went really well. I felt a lot better with the interview once I got it started. I had done one previous Zoom interview, so that was only the second one I'd done. It's a lot different than an in-person interview, but not necessarily in a bad way. I had to really focus on not saying or like a lot, and also on fidgeting, because those are my two things that I catch myself doing a lot more during interviews. But overall, I felt really good about it. I thought we had a really good conversation, which helped me become a lot more comfortable as time went on. He asked questions regarding my experiences at ISU and how I can relate them to occupational therapy, why I want to do occupational therapy. We talked about strengths and weaknesses, and overall, I felt pretty good about all my answers given. I didn't have to think super long about any of them, which I was happy about. And then I left feeling confident in the interview, and he, after the interview had ended, told me that he thought I did a nice job as well, so that meant a lot. I felt pretty prepared going into the interview. I had updated my resume and reviewed it beforehand, so I knew everything that I had put on there. I know a decent bit about the OT program at ISU, so that helped as well because I was able to talk about it specifically. And the resume review afterwards went really well. I thought he didn't have any super huge corrections to make. It was a couple wording changes, so to kind of specify sections of the resume more, and some formatting things that he asked me to change, and taking off my address because I currently live in a dorm building at ISU, but I won't live in a dorm forever. So he suggested taking that address off, so that was a note that I took. And then after the interview, I think that this will be super helpful in preparing for future interviews later on in this year, just because it kind of got my foot in the water, my foot in the door, got me a little more comfortable with how a graduate school interview will go, because I haven't had one yet. And at this time in my life, it's something that I'm going to be doing frequently over the next few months, hopefully. And for future interviews, I think one thing that I will need to change is looking into the program more before I go in, because I'm a student at ISU right now. I was aware of this program and a lot more comfortable discussing it, but I am not as familiar with other programs for schools that I'm applying to, so that's something I will definitely have to look into more. And then my resume, I think I will be taking all of the notes that Dustin gave me. He gave me some really great suggestions for that, so I will be taking his advice and updating my resume before I submit it to any other places. But overall, I thought that this was a super great experience, super beneficial experience. I had never utilized the Career Center for mock interviews before, and I'm super thankful that I did. It's a really great resource that we have on campus, and I will be sure to tell other people about it in the future. Thank you.